shock with changes to the body when you drink a can of soda every day? Hi, nice to see you again. Coca-Cola sells nearly 2.2 billion drinks a day. All over the world, beer cans and soft drinks. World consumption in 1 year, about 180 billion
That's enough
cans,
to fit
515 times around the planet. According to a 2008-year study, 27% of adults in New York City, that's the equivalent of 66 million
consume
people,
at least
1 can of sugary soft drinks per day. The average is 1.9 cans per day. In Vietnam, data from market research firm Euromonitor also confirmed the Vietnamese increasingly addicted to sugary drinks. It shows that consumption of sugary soft drinks in Vietnam has increased by 420% in 14 years, from 1.59 billion liters in 2009 to 6.67 billion liters in 2023. That's enough to fill nearly 1,800 swimming pools. To put it in perspective, Olympic standards. Vietnam's population in 2023 is 100 million
not
people, including 4-year-old children. And people over 7. I can tell you that every Vietnamese in 2000s to be a drink nearly 74 L of fresh water. 200 milliliters. That's the back of a can of soda every day. This is the average. That means there are groups that drink less than 1 can a day. There are also groups drink from 1 too many cans or bottles of soft drinks every day. So, what's going to happen if you drink a can of soda every day? And most people know that soft drinks are not a fattening drink. The media and my parents at home remind me every day, drink a little. Even so, the clanking, the separation of the stones as you pour water into the glass, the rustling sound of air bubbles, a tickling sensation in your throat when you take your first sip, enough to excite your salivary glands shoot furiously at every. Think about it, but have you ever wondered? Drinking fresh water every day, it really impacts your body and your health. How not to? People who are hissing, people who are burning, and fresh water is salty. All kinds of fresh water with all kinds of colors, taste, and composition. Well, however, according to a scientific study, most soft drinks are canned or bottled. It's all made of water with sweetener, usually the high fructose corn syrup, or chemical sugar, phosphoric acid, contribute to the taste of fresh water and extend the deadline, and many other natural aromas. A variety of soft drinks, including Pepsi, Mountain Dew, Coca-Cola. Diet Coke is the equivalent of Coca-Cola Light. It contains caffeine in Vietnam. According to data from the U.S. Department of Labor, on average, a can or bottle of soft drinks contains 155 cal, 38.5 grams of carbohydrate, including 37 grams of sugar, and 33 milligrams caffeine. So that you have a comparative correlation, American Heart Association recommended sugar limit at 25 grams a day for women, 36 grams a day for men. For caffeine, U.S. Food and Drug Administration, we recommend keeping it below 400 milligrams per day. That means 1, and the emphasis is a soda can with provide more than the recommended amount of sugar per day, and 1/12 of the recommended dose of caffeine. Please also note that the amount of sugar that the body needs each day, it can change from person to person. For example, heavy workers need more energy compared to light workers and the rest. What happens when you drink a can of soda every day? First, we have to talk about immediate emotions. Hot summer noon. But there's a can of water that has floating bubbles that are swirling cool. But there is nothing better than happiness. It's called losing to the old king, the golden day. Come on, don't lie. Don't you have a bad mouth? Then your body will explode. Energy and alertness. It's basically the effect of sugar and caffeine. Sugar in fresh water, mainly sucrose and corn syrup, has a high fructose content, is rapidly absorbed through the small intestine into the bloodstream. Blood sugar, When blood sugar rises, the pancreas releases insulin. It's a kind of gatekeeper hormone, allows glucose to break down from sucrose and fructose into the cell, where it's converted into energy. At the same time, caffeine blocks adenosine. It's a neurotransmitter. It makes you feel tired. Fresh water contains a lot of sugar. It causes blood sugar to rise. Plus, caffeine gives instant sense of energy and alertness. But what's fast is fast. Because of the sugar spike. So, the body also produces more insulin than it needs to compensate, pushing all the sugar into the cells, especially muscle and fat cells. This process causes blood sugar to plummet without breaking. The energy gain is and eventually your blood sugar will drop dramatically, leading to a feeling of sluggishness, more tired than before. What's worse is that there's been a rapid decline in energy, causes cravings for more sugar. That sounds like an addiction. Some people may have bloating due to GA gas. Volume 100 decibels. It's how the body releases itself. In the gastrointestinal tract, drinking soft drinks every day can lead to abdominal pain, diarrhea, or constipation. The manifestations of gastrointestinal disorders. High sugar in fresh water. In addition to energy for people, it's also feeding off harmful bacteria in the intestinal tract, causing an imbalance of the biological system. When the bacteria grow, they overwhelm the good bacteria. They'll ferment excess food too much, generates a lot of gas that causes bloating. It's also eroding the intestinal lining. The result is toxins and bacteria, easily absorbed into the blood, causes inflammation and prolonged digestive disorders. It's called leaky gut syndrome. It should be noted that it's not that AI drinks soft drinks every day. They also have problems above out drinking fresh water every day and leaking intestines. There's a correlation. It's not cause and effect that many people who drink soft drinks often have problems with. That doesn't mean fresh water directly damage the intestinal lining. Maybe that person, in addition to drinking fresh water every day, they also lack of fiber, poorly, eat a lot of processed foods, and so on. These factors also affect the gut. Coffee printed in fresh water can stimulate the bowel and works. It's like a laxative in some people. For those of you who drink coffee or drinks with caffeine, stand up, wholesale, please check in below. In short, fresh water gives you energy, even though it can make you tired and have an upset stomach. In the long run, the most obvious effect of drinking fresh water every day, it's gaining weight and having a baby called belly fat. If you drink soft drinks that are essentially energy, but it doesn't move to burn all the calories of a can of water, the road will become redundant. It's converted into fat for storage, especially in the stomach. And this fat baby has a lot of best friends, including this heart disease baby, this metabolic syndrome. This diabetic girl lives on this type 2 street, and even a child who seemed to be remote areas without Lanquion. That's the baby. Seriously again, belly fat and obesity increases the risk of these conditions. They all have scientific evidence. In addition, the link between belly fat and obesity, that drinks soft drinks regularly long-term is an important cause for this kidney disease, high blood pressure, and high cholesterol. It has also been found, there's also research that shows drinking soft drinks every day can lead to cognitive decline. Some other studies have found that drinking soft drinks leads to the risk of depression and higher insanity. I hope that reason is enough. Let me give you a second to remind you. Before pulling the lid off a can of soft drink, you guys agree with this video? Or do you want to add something? Please comment below. As always, like to share enthusiastically. Let us enjoy. Subscribe to the channel and ring the bell to get the earliest notification. And now, Hello and see you!